Fried chicken and mac and cheese. Won't you and your family come and hang with Kandi and the gang? Y'all know I had to do it one time for your mind. Hey y'all, what's up? This your girl Toya Tell It. I am back with another video. This is the review of Kandi and the Gang, episode 6. The title of this episode is Too Many Tuckers in the Kitchen. I guess pertaining to Todd Tucker, that is. So we start this episode off with the Detroit Greenies. And I'm busting the OLG. They had to drop it like it's hot and show y'all girls how to do it, okay? Honora was like, what in the what is going on here? Mama Joyce, she was loving every minute of it. She was ready to drop it like a hot right along with them. Dominique from the confessionals, she was talking about, I still don't know what's going on. I'm still confused. Baby, all I know is the Detroit Greenies done fell through the door. So now we see Torin, he comes to work and he comes up to Chandrika. She realized that he's wearing her shades. Come to find out she have her own shade line called Shades by Drika. So congratulations to her. And she pulled him outside. She was like, I'm about tired of hosting anyway. So she left the host stand lonely. Then when the customer came in, the woman was like, hello? She looked around. It wasn't a host in sight. Chandrika and Torin was in the back of his car, which I don't know. I don't know why they went back there to talk. I don't understand why they just didn't stand around somewhere in the outside area to talk. Because to me, they just looked it uncomfortable. It was crowded back there, and it was just nowhere to even sit down. But they went to the back of his car to talk and discuss Chandrika's private investigation on who said what. And so Torin told her not to worry about that. Like, we ain't here for that. But Chandrika, she was like, no, because if I don't ask everybody, then I ain't gonna have a good day. And I'm trying to have a good day. So I want to get to the bottom of it and find out who said it. Because let her tell it, she talk a lot of shit. So ain't no telling who ears done heard her say that. Because come to find out now she done admitted that she done said it to more than just Brandon. She done said it around several people. And so she trying to find out who done went back and told. And to me, that storyline is just a bit of a stretch because I don't understand why she's still lingering this storyline on about who told Kandi and Todd what she said. Like, okay, it was cute for the first, little episode that it happened, but let's get back to a real storyline here. Like, at least something better than that. But anyways, now we see Patrick and Melvin and Kandi. They all walking back to the back of the restaurant to get to Melvin and Patrick's house because they live behind the restaurant. And they trying to show Kandi around and show her all the, little knickknacks that they done put into the apartment. So she's proud of them and everything. Patrick, she realizes that Patrick is whipped. Okay, when it comes down to Safari, Patrick just, he don't know what to do because when she first came in, he showed her his little area and everything, and he was like, "This is where I'm gonna be doing my meditation and my sound bowls." And Candy say, "When you start doing sound bowls?" And Patrick, he was like, Safari, since I met Safari, she taught me how to do sound bowls. And so Candy was like, okay. And then he took her upstairs to show her his floating TV, which was very tacky to me. I didn't like it. And he was like, Safari showed me how to put it up there on the chains and everything. And Candy was like, I see Safari teaching you how to do a whole lot of stuff. And he was like, yeah, mm-hmm. And he said some little slick comment about yeah, I ate her spaghetti. And Melvin was like, nah, you didn't tell me all that. And I'm just like, Patrick needs to grow up. Kandi said, yeah, she probably done burnt your drawers in the backyard too. I'm like, dang, Patrick don't know how to act when it come down to Safari. So, um, now Kandi asking them, what about the housewarming? Like, you still having a housewarming? And Patrick was like, no, Safari don't think it's a good idea to have a housewarming. So Kandi was like, what's up with all this Safari that? Like, Safari laying all the rules down up in here. And she had to explain to him, like, in the beginning of a relationship, you tend to dumb yourself down to fit this other person's standards and satisfy that person. But later on in the relationship, you're gonna want to start back going to do the things that you like to do. Because that's you. And you're gonna find yourself wondering, where is Patrick? What happened to Patrick? So, and I get Kandi what she's saying. She's speaking some real stuff. And I hope Patrick take heed to that. And so Patrick was like, yeah, you're right. We still gonna have a housewarming. Forget what Safari say. Forget what she think. We still gonna have a housewarming. And Candy was like, yeah, you just saying that now, but wait till Safari come. And Candy was also trying to find out, like, why she feel like the housewarming ain't a good idea. And Sephora feels like the housewarming isn't a good idea because Chandrika basically is invited, and she don't want nobody at the restaurant to know where he lives because she don't want Chandrika finding out where he lives, which is stupid to me because Patrick lived behind the restaurant. I'm pretty sure everybody that work at OLG, majority of them know that Patrick lived right behind the parking lot. So it's just a bit of it's like another stretch storyline. And so now Don Juan he went to go show Kandi and Todd the ring camera. Y'all know look, Don Juan love that ring camera. That's his best friend. So he had to show Kandi what he saw, which was Dom and Brandon in the break room, hugged up, kissing, and doing what they do. So Kandi and Todd was like, that's unacceptable. But overall, Candy had to remind him, look, we met on a job. And so I was like, well, it don't mean that it was right. And Candy was like, it wasn't all the way wrong either. And so I was like, yeah, it was. It really was. And I get that, but I mean, it's two different dynamics here. It's two different scenarios. Brandon is Dominique's manager. Todd, he worked in production when he met Kandi on set. That's two different things. He don't have no say so over her. He's not. That's not his employee. You know what I'm saying? Brandon and Dominique, that's a whole different scenario right there. That is like Don Juan said. That is a direct conflict of interest. What Kandi and Todd did, that was not a direct conflict of interest. It could have led to a conflict of interest, but it was not direct. So I get where they're coming from, but I don't think that me personally, I don't think that Brandon should be fired for this situation. He probably, should be taken down from his position, from his manager position, but I don't believe he should be fired. And I mean, I also don't. I believe that it's just too much. We're trying to transfer one of them to a different location too. I just feel like, oh, this just too much. I just feel like take his manager position away from him, and so it really won't matter. That's how I see it. If he don't want to cooperate, and so now Don Juan had also spoke to them about Brian. That Pebbles came back and told him that she seen Brian with a bottle of wine in his bag, right along with a canister, and she believed that he's back drinking. So she spoke to Don Juan about it and asked Don Juan to speak to Brian. And I respect that and everything, but I just feel like me personally, I feel like Pebbles should have talked to Brian herself, like on some one-on-one, if she was the one that seen the wine bottle in the canister. I feel like she should have talked to him one-on-one to herself, since she told Philip that she been working with him this whole time on his sobriety. That's why Philip gave Brian another chance, because after talking to Pebbles and hearing that, he was actually trying. So Philip gave him another chance on that. So I just feel like it was kind of, I don't want to say misty light, but it just wasn't the way I would have moved, because I just feel like you could have talked to him about that one on one, and then if you would have seen him with, if you would have seen another type of clue that he's drinking again, then go and speak to Don Juan or someone else with an upper hand that you feel like he would probably listen to better. You know what I'm saying? But just going straight to Don Juan, I just feel like, it could kind of feel like an attack. It could kind of make Brian feel like it could feel like an attack. And so Don Juan, he went to talk to Brian, and Brian explained to him that yeah, he is drinking wine, and Don Juan told him straight up that he don't think that that's good for his sobriety. Like, that's not good for your journey at all, and which is not. And Brian also admitted that he also took a shot of tequila last month, and so I'm just like, it's a gateway. It's a gateway here, Brian. I do feel where you coming from, where because Brian spoke on the fact that he tried AA, he tried rehab, he tried all of that, and that don't work for him. He can't just be sitting in the corner sucking on water all day. He, want to have a glass of wine here and there, but at the same time, after you have come from, like he said, the progress of it, he come from drinking a gallon of vodka a day, taking by 5 or 6 Adderalls a day, sniffing an 8 ball of cocaine a day. Like, he done came from that to just now wanting to have a glass of wine. I do feel like I get where you're coming from, Brian. It is progress, and congratulations to you on that. I'm proud of you. But it's also a gateway as well. So I do feel where Don One is coming from as well, because it could lead to you back drinking another gallon of vodka a day. It could lead to you calling the dope man, like you said, meeting you at the restaurant, coming up to the bar, sliding you the dope in the paper towel, telling you to throw this away, and you sliding it in your pocket. It can get back to those days just by you having a glass of wine. So I feel where Don Juan coming from. And I appreciate him for pulling Brian to the side and talking to him about it. Because like he said, he don't want to not talk to him about it. And then something bad happened. And then now he can't get over that, because the whole time he was a part of Brian's conflict, but wasn't a part of Brian's solution. So I feel where Don Juan coming from 100. And I feel like Don Juan is really solid, very solid, and a very loyal person to his employees that is at OLG. And I'm pretty sure with any other employees that he worked with in life, period. So I respect him for that. And he also had to go have a talk with Chandrika about what Rashad told her, because Chandrika went to Rashad and asked Rashad, did he say, was he the one that went back and told Todd and Kandi? And Rashad told her no. But Rashad, it didn't rub Rashad the right way. So he went and he told Don Juan what Chandrika did. And he was like, well, Chandrika said that she's going to go ask everybody around here who said what. So I feel like you need to talk to her, because it could rub everybody else the wrong way. And so Don Juan, he pulled her to the side. And I had to speak on Rashad's shirt. He was a sparkling disco ball. He asked Don Juan, you like it? Don Juan said, you know. I was like, oh my gosh. That was funny to me. So Don Juan called Chandrika outside and asked her, why is she going around asking everybody who went back and told Kandi and told these? And he was like, what if I told you I was the one that told them? And so He told her straight up. Yeah, I was the one that told them. And I'll let you hear you say it yourself. And so he played the video back on his phone to Chandrika. Chandrika was looking at it like, uh-uh. Because not only did he hear her say it on the camera, but the whole time Don Juan was in the room with Brandon, and Brandon messy for having the phone on speakerphone, knowing that she talking about Todd and Kandi. That's how I feel. I feel like Brandon wanted Don Juan to hear what Chandrika said and go back and start some mess. And so she had even said something about Don Juan, come to find out. And one was like, and that's when she was had went on and meeting. She was like, but I didn't say that though. I didn't say that though. That was related to me. I only said what was related to me. And I'm just like, if you said what was related to you, then honey, you said it too. But the whole time, she just really want everybody else to admit that they said it as well. Because she told Don One that she was the only one that said it. She said that Melvin say that all the time. Not we starting family beef. We ain't gonna go there, Chandrika. And so she was like, everybody done said it. And the whole time she just really wanted everybody else to admit it. And no one told her, well, I mean, if you're not gonna be the if you're not gonna be the example or lead the example, then you the problem. You are Chandrika. You the problem. You are your own snitch, like you said in the confession. So now, okay. So now we see Safari. She comes over to visit Patrick and bring over the decoration that she called herself decorating with. And I'm just like, what? At first, I thought it was a good idea for Patrick to hire you to decorate because you said that this is what you like to do. And so I was like, okay, this is very inspiring for him to let her come and decorate his side of the house. But I'm starting to think that he should have went on and gave that job to Torrin like he was chose to do the first time because at least we know Torrin would have brought his measuring tape to at least measure the carpet before laying it down. I don't even understand. Like, girl, you went and bought a carpet without even measuring this man's floor to see how long you need this carpet or how short you need this carpet to be. So she get the carpet in there. The carpet don't fit. She rolling it all up in the backside, propping it against the wall. I'm like, that was just too tacky. It was too tacky. It was a rush job. The same way that floating TV is a tacky rush job. I'm not feeling Safari's decoration at all because to me it's not decorated. Then you coming through with this bean bag and this pillow with them two plants. Girl, where are you going? What are you doing? Is she gonna plop it down like she done did something? Yeah, if somebody don't call Torrin quick. So now it's time for the OLGs and Kandi and Todd to help in the kitchen because Todd agreed that he will help in the kitchen, but the OLG's gonna have to come help too. So they all met up to help in the kitchen, and Bertha she gonna be the manager, and uh everybody else gonna help out. They had Todd on the eggs. They had Kandi helping with the sweet potatoes. They had Mama Joyce helping with everything. It was yeah, they was all helping out. And so Bertha, what I mean. Okay, so yeah, that was too funny, y'all. I almost lost my point where I was. But Bertha, Bertha had me rolling. The production man was trying to mic her, I believe, and she didn't know that that's what he was trying to do. So all she felt was a hand. She turned around. She said, "Boy, you almost got slapped." Mama Joy said, you thought he was trying to feel on your pressure? She said, oh, no, my pressure's up here. I thought he was down here. Now, if you young and you got some money, you can feel. But no money, no feel. My brother had me rolling. Oh, my gosh. And I know her, she was so tickled. She was like, y'all done gave me the laugh for the day. Now they all get in the kitchen. Todd, he don't know what he doing. He's sending the food out hot. They sending back plates. Talking about crab cakes hot, cheeseburger hot. Crab cakes cold, cheeseburger cold. Kids talking about some. Y'all better get that cheeseburger up out of here before we get cold. I'm like, Lord, these folks, they don't know what's going on in the kitchen. So they got Todd on the eggs. He doing pretty much the easiest job for the day. And Kandi, she had to call him out for changing her recipe because she was like, okay, so y'all just pouring the brown sugar inside of the potatoes, y'all ain't gonna measure it. And the girl, she was like, well, I can tell how much I can tell just by looking at it how much you need to be in them. She was like, oh, well, I gave a recipe for these potatoes, and I see y'all just changed my recipe. And I'm like, yeah, like that's why the food ain't consistent at OLG. Chandrika not lying. And so now, okay, so now, Aunt Bertha, she had to get her a half an egg. She was like, I'm hungry. And I'm saying, you can't be eating in the kitchen. She said, I'm the manager, ain't it? Then Aunt Nora, she gonna yell like, if anybody need me, I'm available. Hello, LGs. I swear they make this whole show funny for me. I love they scenes, every scene. And so now Bertha, she like, I need me a cigarette. So she went out to go get her a cigarette break, and then they wrap it up. The one told them all that they can go ahead and they can complete their jobs for the day. So in the confessionals, Mama Joy said that the only reason that Todd ain't trying to get rid of Melvin is because he know Kandi will pitch a bitch fit behind Melvin. And then Bertha said, and Melvin will beat that ass. Kandi took Mama Joyce to get her butt lift, y'all. So Mama Joyce get up in there, and then she also wanted to talk to Safari. So Mama Joyce get up in there, she don't know what's going on. She's like, I know y'all that ain't what y'all brought me here for. I know that ain't what y'all got me in here for. And so she laid down, and Mama Joyce that butt tightened right, okay? So she got her butt lift, and the whole time Kandi was talking to Safari, asking her about, why you don't want Patrick to have a housewarming. And Safari told her because of Chandrika. She don't want Chandrika to be invited. And so she was like, other than that, I'm not trying to control nothing that Patrick do or anything like that. Patrick can do what he want to do, but she just not feeling the fact that he wanna invite Safari to the housewarming. So um now Don Juan and Philip, they sit down and have a talk with Brandon and tell Brandon that, we seen what happened on the ring camera and that's unacceptable. So either you gonna have to go or you gonna have to transfer to another restaurant, to another location that we have. And Brandon, he was like, well, I mean, yeah, I can transfer to another location because clearly he not gonna let Dominique go. And so Don Juan was like, so do you Don Juan be looking crazy sometimes? Oh my gosh, it's so cute though. He was like, so you mean to tell me you're in a whole relationship that I don't know about? Like, Brandy, you are the manager. What are you thinking? So he agreed that he'll just, either go to Blaze or, just not do that at work no more. But other than that, he did not agree that he's gonna stop dating Dom. And I don't blame him. So even though I do agree that they need to not do that at work no more though, they need to conduct themselves in the workplace, period. So now we see Brandon, he popping up on Dom at her work, in her rehearsal, while she dancing. Pop, lock, and dropping and getting it down, girl. Go ahead and get down, girl. I was like, go on, Dom. Had my eyes glued to the TV. So when Brandon walked in, she was like, stay right there, stay right there. And I'm like, he was finna just walk across the floor. Bring him in. If you got some sense or what? Shit. You don't know how to conduct yourself at nobody's workplace, not even your own. And so they took a 5 minute and she went outside. She was like, what you doing at my rehearsal? And she done gave him a hug and everything. And then he told her, like, I gotta tell you what happened today. I mean, Don wanted Philip that came and they showed me the ring camera and showed, us hooked up. I think we might have kissed. And she was like, what? She was killing herself laughing. She was like, you think we might have kissed? Like, oh my gosh. And so I could tell that was like real embarrassing for her. And so he was like, well, I mean, she was like, so you breaking up with me? He was like, no, I'm not breaking up with you, but we just gonna have to conduct ourselves in the workplace. And so when he was getting ready to leave, she was trying to dap him up, trying to friend zone him now. And he was like, nah, you finna give me no dap, you finna give me a hug. And she was like, but we have to conduct ourselves in the workplace. And he was like, but I'm not at the workplace. And she was like, but you're at my workplace. Clearly. But she gave him a hug anyway. And I believe that, you know, Brandon gonna stay at OLG and Dom, I mean, I don't know, being that she is leaving to go and dance and everything like that, you know, it might they might let it slide. Who knows? Being that Kandi did say her and Todd, they met at the workplace. So they might let it slide just for the show. But we'll see. Anywho, what y'all think about this episode? Y'all think this was a good episode or what? I think it was straight. I think it was pretty straight. But we're gonna see what happened next week though. Well, actually tomorrow, because I'm late. I forgot. I'm talking about next week. But we're gonna see what happened tomorrow. And until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl Toya Tell It. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. And also hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a great day. Peace.